everybody knows Ben Franklin. Franklin is such a popular figure, both in America and around the world. He arrives in Philadelphia in 1726 with just a few coins in his pocket and nothing else. And he ascends over the course of his long life to the most famous person in the Western world. Franklin's name and his face are everywhere in Philadelphia. Businesses, hotels, the Franklin Parkway, all of them are named for Philadelphia's most famous son. Franklin had made a lot of money off of his business, and he'd also made a lot off his political career, and decided that he needed a grand house. He chose this location because he wanted a place that was both private and immediately accessible. So Franklin Court is actually right off Philadelphia's busiest street, Market Street. When Franklin bought the properties, it was actually closed by a wall on three sides and open at one end. He also built a printing office for his grandson, Benjamin Franklin Bache. Franklin also owned the properties on Market Street, which he rented to various tenants. And so by the time he actually settles in this house, he's in his 80s, and it's from 1785 till the end of his life in 1790 that he lived here. Now the house no longer survives. It was demolished early in the 19th century by Franklin's daughter and son-in-law, who had other reasons for selling the land and making money from it that way. So we don't know what Franklin's house looked like. Today, when you come to Franklin Court, you can see two steel frame sculptures. The larger one is Franklin's house. The smaller one is the printing shop that was used by his grandson. When the National Park Service began the restorations here in the 1950s, they had to demolish a lot of newer buildings. The most historic part is the carriageway that leads from Market Street into Franklin Court. That's actually a spot that Franklin would have walked through to come to his house. When the Park Service was doing the study and excavation and restoration here, they removed a lot of dirt from the modern period, and they were able to get down to the very foundations of Franklin's house. So when you come to Franklin Court, you'll see that we have these small concrete structures which are actually viewing portals, and they have glass. You can look down into them and see the foundations of Franklin's house. The rest of Franklin Court is either reconstructed or is representational. You can see lots of other aspects of Franklin's life that we provided. We have a museum about Franklin's family, about his early career, his later career, his scientific inventions, and his role as a statesman. Franklin has this reputation in American history as being someone who others really identified with, and Philadelphia embraced him in the 18th century and continues to consider him to be kind of our chief ambassador. He's the person who we see as Philadelphia.
Hi, I'm Shirley.
And I'm Regina Mitchell. For more videos like this, subscribe to WHYY.